Number 16, Forrest Leuenberger says, good afternoon, Pastor Mike. Well, good afternoon. Can you explain spiritual death as referenced in passages such as Colossians 2:13, Ephesians 2 and 5:18, and what part it plays in the process of salvation? Colossians 2:13, we're running a bit over on at least my intended time for the Q&A, so forgive me if I move quickly. Which I threaten to do and then I don't do anyway. So just ignore me. And you who were dead in your trespasses and the uncircumcision of your flesh. You said spiritual death, but it doesn't actually say spiritual death there, does it? So I just want to be clear. I don't want to add a term spiritual death to where the text doesn't say it, because I just feel like I might be bringing in baggage or extra meaning that isn't intended, right? You were dead in your trespasses and in the uncircumcision of your flesh. What did that mean? You were dead in your trespasses. My spirit was dead and it had to be brought back to life. Well, that's adding more to it than what's there. Death does seem to include the idea of separation. That's a really consistent idea. Death involves a type of separation between something and something else, like you and God, right? Us and the world we call the living, right? But I just don't want to add to it too much. So Ephesians 2, let's look at Ephesians 5:18. That's talking about the state of everybody who's unsaved. They're dead in their trespasses. Then we have Ephesians 5:18. It says, do not be drunk with wine, for that is debauchery, but be filled with the Spirit. Obviously, that's not the verse you intended, I don't think. So I'm not sure what you meant there. What part does it play in the process of salvation? That I think is easy to answer, at least as it regards the Colossians 2 passage. Before you're saved, you're dead in trespasses, meaning that I've sinned and therefore a death sentence is over my head, meaning there's a future death that's coming. But I'm also dead in the sense of being alienated from God, separated from God. Now, when I get saved, both of those things are changed. There's no death sentence over me because Jesus died for my sins, so there is no longer a death sentence to be paid. And I will live eternally with him, and I have a relationship with him right now. I call him Abba Father. So that seems to be the case to me.